In this lesson, we will add clavicle controls. Let's say we design a new control object. How about an arrow shape? We'll head over to Create. We'll grab our line tool. Let's go ahead and press the S key. And we'll start to just snap to grid and create this shape. Okay, there we have it. So now we'll go ahead and close the spline. We'll right click to exit our line tool. Let's disable snapping. Let's go ahead and reset the X-form on this. And then we'll go ahead and collapse it down. And now we can export it out. So that's going to be export selected, and we'll name this arrow shape. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and put this object in place. Let's press F3. And we'll go ahead and quick align it over to our left clavicle. Now what we could start to do is tweak the shape by going to our vertex of object level. We'll go ahead and grab all of our points. Let's go ahead and select our rotate gizmo, pressing the E key, and we'll go ahead and take a look at our coordinates as we start to rotate this in the Y-axis just to make sure that we rotate 90 degrees. All right, so again, making sure angle snap is on, we'll start to rotate this down, and there we have it. So once it's at 90, we can then start to scale this down. Just bring down the size. And then we'll go ahead and move it out so it's easy to select. Very nice. Let's go ahead and rename this object. That's going to be enum L clavicle 01. We could also have it stored in our controls layer. That way, when we clone the next object, it's automatically stored in that same layer. So let's hold down Shift and we'll go ahead and drag out to create a copy. We can rename it from here. And then we'll want to quick align it to the right clavicle. All right, very nice. We can go ahead and recolor our objects now. So the one on the right side, we'll go ahead and work with that same color of green we've been using. And on the left side, we'll work with that color of blue. Okay, so from here, we need to make sure that they will be linked to our chest control. Once we've managed to do that, then we want to freeze our transforms. All right, so it's now time to tie down our clavicle bones with orientation constraints. So let's go ahead and grab the one on the left side. I'll press the Q key so we're not in our link tool. Let's head over to animation, constraints, and we'll grab our orientation constraint. Let's now go ahead and tie that to our control object. You can see how the arm shifts just slightly, but we know how to correct that. We'll go to rotation, and we'll go ahead and turn on keep initial offset. So now when we grab that control, as we start to move it, you can see we're driving the clavicle. All right, very cool. Let's do the same thing on the right side. That will finish up this lesson. So we'll just grab our clavicle bone, right over to animation constraints, and we'll grab our orientation constraint, connect to the control object. Everything looks great, right? Not quite. Let's go ahead and turn on keep initial offset, and now we're good to go. Okay, so as we start to rotate our control, everything's moving just fine. And there we have it. So we've managed to rig the clavicles. Let's go ahead and take a look at things in textured mode. So we are, again, making great progress, and we only have a few more things to take care of. Now that the clavicles are finished, in the next lesson, we're ready to work on rigging the arms. After we're done with that, we'll go ahead and work on the feet. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you how to work with custom parameters so we can control secondary actions like our fingers, our toes. So just a few more tasks before we're finished with this level.